You can make it work in many cases, and it is like sturdy and fine. It's just by way of how it works. Like if that's all clips, you can plug it into something. But that's it. If it's not all clips, if it's like the male ends like this, you can't plug it into anything. But here's what I figured, right? You've got your drop base here, your base of operations. And wouldn't it be smart if when they deployed to a new planet or a new area? See, these are deep space communications modules, right? So what if they attached both of these onto their alienator module, had your inventory management, connect the media tube as an extra computer addendum, and then while you're encamped on this planet or moon that you're on, in case there's any danger or anyone's chasing you, everyone can connect with everybody else on that planet for communication, but your deep space modules that are allowing you to transmit back to your message intercept base back at home, across deep space, that the position is constantly changing on the planet. So if anything goes wrong with anybody, they can transmit to the alienator, and it can make the transmission relevant for more backup or whatever else. And it's constantly on the move, so its position can't be pinpointed. It's got a little bit more defense and whatnot. It's got some of the special fuel. I want to give a little in as to some of the little tidbits. I'm not going to read all of them, but just as an example of of some of the shit, as it were, that they write about this stuff. If I can.
So is it just one booklet for everything you can do?
It's this, and then a booklet for these two, not the thrusters, but just the nose cone module and that one, and then the alienator's instructions are online. It's a PDF. Pretty sure I have this. Wait, did I have this up here? No, it wasn't this. Bam. Bam. Okay, so where was I? Right, I was gonna dig into this a little bit. So these guys, again, these are the fucking techno pirates. Like, the gimmick with Blacktron agents is they're the coolest fucking anybody's, like, ever, right? It's like, it's not only are they like, above the law, like, mercenary underground, like, pirate network, right? But they're also, like, unbelievably technical. And they build all of this, like, super utility. That's why, like, the modularity is their whole gimmick. And even amongst that, I'm going to give you a blurb. I think it's on page 70. 30.
Oh, man.
And there are blurbs all over the place, and over time, I can share more with you. But,
man, they're so the faction I would love to be in.
On my own at some point.
Yes, Damien, exactly. Yeah, here we go. But in regards to these little, on this side, this.
Yeah.
And that little print, there's a tooltip up here. These illuminated glyphs remain unchanged since our last encounter with the Renegade, though we have not fully translated the Blacktron number color code. We believe it is a warning against using too low a grade of hyperfuel, right? They have their own, like, secret garbled, like, codes to operate their shit, and, like, it's all locked down, and,
God, they're so freaking cool.
like, they could, yeah, exactly. So that's the scoop. But anyway, so yeah, you've got your deep space communication modules over there.
My God.
You've got,
Mason,
you can...
You really fucking have to play System Shock 2.
I
Like,
may.
you are not fucking ready for
do.
the like audio-visual vibe of that game.
Nice.
You would fucking love
I
it.
love that. Hell yeah. Yeah, so you've got your alienator ferrying the communication modules all over the place. You've got your home base. You've got your cruiser, which I've got a thruster module attached to right now. And let's say, for example, right? Let's say the alienator's on one part of the planet, the base is in another part, And the cruiser has picked up a signal that there's a galaxy explorer nearby, right? Now, let's say, just in case this is corroborated, that while this guy goes off to try to investigate under the radar, or just see if there is again, maybe it's a good pillage operation, right? Maybe there's some good bounty that could be, he's happy about it, he's smiling, you know? Maybe there's some good bounty that can be acquired, just in case there's important information and they need bigger guns. Maybe they communicate with the Alienator and say, meet at this convenient point that does not deviate from our predetermined objective paths for the day, right? At which point, you know, we can bring this extra thruster that was charging on the solar panels, on solar modules, right? We can have this go along, and then the cruiser can meet up with the Alienator, and the Alienator can partition one of the deep space modules. Now, there's no other place on the cruiser for any important big modules, but that's okay, because what we can do is we can just hook it up to a thruster to make a mobile communications array. And now, when we go off to try to find our intel, if there's anything worth imparting to the message intercept base, if there's any backup that needs to be gotten, we can transmit that backup without bringing a whole search party, and he can still, you know, remain under the radar. Besides that, of course, your Alienator and your main base come equipped with emergency speeders, you know, just in case you need to make little, you know, little side detours or whatever else, and you can, you know, however you please, have your guys going along on your little speeders. And yeah, of course, this is all fucking modular. So, like, this is from the cruiser. And again, Damien knows all about the cruiser, but, like, if you need to go into deep space, then maybe you've got your refinery, but you're looking for more. You want to find another planet that might have potential ore digs. You can bring your ore crate. You can pack up one of your robots just to help you out on your journey. You know? Bam. And then we can get that squozen up there. And, like, you can just put your fucking cruiser together, you know, to get ready for some deep space action. You know, and, like, maybe that Galaxy Explorer goes off and the cruiser needs to go do his business, and, like, that's A-okay. In terms of this Alienator, like, boy, do you have options. You could put the front of the cruiser on the front of that. That'll work too. I kind of appreciate having thruster modules on the front, just because it looks fucking weird and different. You know, they're like just these big, obvious. Like, it's a very cool look, and that could be something, you know, again, you could make some excuse like, oh man, they've set them to even in the directions, they're like, when talking about, like, one of these, they're like, the devious, they've turned, like, the classic telescope module, they've reversed the portal polarity and turned it into a laser blaster, you know what I mean? It's just, like, whatever kind of, like, maybe these are some, like, signal boosters for the Alienator, to, like, some kind of deterrent, whatever else, so, like, I do enjoy having these be backwards, even though officially,
but, like,
quote,
also
officially,
that's, like, so reflective of what Lego is about.
Totally,
you know?
that dude, you're seeing the vision. Like, this is the coolest shit, and it invites you to. And again, that's why, even though with this Alienator build, there is a bag of extra parts, like, this is the best thing to have that, and they're good parts. I built this with the extra parts, this little antenna. This is not part of the set. I just, like, and it's mine, you put it anywhere, and
so
again, you
fucking
can just,
cool, man.
fucking, like, again, let's say you do have a computer module over here, or on either side, you know, I forget how I had this before, but, like, you could set it up. It was with Damien, and I just, like, moved it over, and, like, it didn't look half bad, but you could, like, you know, like,
I love the two little, like, fucking lights. It's really good.
But, like, You know?
Yeah, totally.
Especially when you got both of the Binguses on, you know, like the fucking mass communicator machine with the big antenna. But like, whatever. I barely used any of those parts. There's more parts you can use for that. But yeah, with the Alienator, they recommend putting the thrusters on the back. I just love that. Even like back here, you got, you know, like that guy could be for message intercept.
You know,
that could be from the base.
Could you put the deep space pod on here?
Well, I put it on the back before.
Oh.
You could probably...
I was wondering if you could put it there.
Yeah, you could put it on the front. There wouldn't be room with this, but...
Nice.
Ow, that fucking hurt my thumb so bad. Yeah, there wouldn't be room with this module, but you could just put a different module on the front, or you could put this on the front. You know, or the back, or whatever. This could just be...
Okay, we are approaching 11 minutes.
That's the other thing. This block can just come out the bottom, and if you want, like whatever hole, yeah, whatever hole, not these holes though. Whatever whole thing you have attached up here can just like come off as a little land ship, like cruiser, as well. But like, yeah, and then you could have, you know, your guy bringing in emergency reserve fuel. Let's say we're really not this way, other way. Really hunkering down at base, and we're like ready to kind of make some moves, you know. So let's see. Give me this guy. And get him squozing in there. You guys are ready to make some fucking moves. Also, I'm gonna treat you to the fucking best angle. You haven't seen yet, but look up there. Look at that angle.
Oh my god.
Dude, isn't that fucking like, you might have to after the fact need to get a flashlight up there. But so then you can, you know, take your little speeders and just you know, have your just floating little Blacktron logos, and then maybe your robot comes and dumps off its extra fuel because it's done for now, but also there is a mission to be had. There's a new curiosity that needs to be explored, and as such, it's time to get ready. It's time to get ready. The messages have been sent. People know it's about moving and shaking time. Thinking of bringing a robot. They're not sure yet. In fact, you know what? They'll bring this robot. Always good to have a droid, you know? Although in classic space, really does feel like a betrayal not to call any sort of droids or robots in classic space robots, because like they are the most robot.
Yeah.
You know, like...
I got a shot earlier of it on the speeder.
Yes, we're gonna have him piloting the dude.
That is so good.
Waist swivels and everything else, and
but also it's like the most Blacktron way that you could have that robot.
Yeah, but you can have them doing like fucking anything. Like they're people size, so you can make them do shit that makes sense. Like it's awesome. See, maybe forward will be a little more. No, backward was better. Oh well.
Can you attach him?
I have been attaching him. I just I'm just trying to find the best angle for the.
I love that steering wheel piece.
It's so good.
Yeah, that one's so old,
Emily
too.
said the same thing. She was just like, "That is the cutest fucking cool." I was like, "Yep, yep."
Yeah, I'm glad they haven't really done anything to update it.
So we'll just like move his ears out of the way for now. But like, there's a way to make it work. But I'm getting lost in the sauce, and it doesn't matter. Hold on. Okay. Bam. Bam. So yeah, you can have your rover, and then we've got this guy's gonna hang back and help out with the other recon team, because we've got. Oh, I could have put the robot in the back. You know,
Okay,
so this
we're at like 15 minutes.
All right, hold on. Here it comes.
No.
Here it comes. So we're gonna. gearing up. We are gearing up. Stand clear, Damien. Fold up your gear. The Blacktron Renegade is ready for action. But before we make our jump into deep space, we're just going to make sure that we have absolutely everything we could possibly need by bringing along this guy too. and then we're gonna go on our way.
Oh my fucking god!
And we're gonna find our next fucking adventure.
Yeah.
To fucking, and then you still have your alienator that you could do whatever you want with, and you still have your fucking 3-module cruiser, and then you have a bunch of parts you can do whatever the fuck you want with. You got this mech idiot. You have all sorts. You got your little shuttles. You got your little mobile deep space communications modules. You've got your fucking universal experimental hyperfuel. You've got all your communicators. You've got your walker that walks, and all of your tools in your toolbox.
Holy
and your
shit!
ore,
This piece is
and
so old.
Dude, but like that's a re-up of it, and you can put studs on the sides.
Oh,
now.
that's so cool.
Yeah, he's got like his metal detector in there for like solo things that you saw during that whole tour, and this is the ship, like at base, default, regular, quote unquote, like this is the default configuration of the fucking ship.
Nice. That's really cool, actually.
And again, the best part, like, and that mechanism.
Oh.
Try figuring that
Yeah,
out.
got it. Oh, so cool.
Like, look, either direction you move your thumb,
Yeah.
it opens
Yeah.
it. Like,
Oh no, you showed me this before.
did I?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
I don't remember when, but you definitely did.
Oh, we watched a Jang video. That's what it was. We watched Jang's review. Like
Oh
the day before mine
yeah.
came in the mail.
Oh no, that was last D&D.
Yeah. But yeah, even like skeletal, like all.
Okay, we gotta fucking go, bro.
Yeah, no,
My
it's
car's
time.
gonna explode.
Yeah, like all fucking. It's the best. It's the fucking best. And then you can have the gear out here. Yeah, you can stop filming now.